Stop. Before you reach for that beautifully designed jar on your bathroom counter tonight, the one that cost you more than a week's worth of groceries, I want you to ask yourself a very uncomfortable question. Are you paying for a miracle, or are you paying for a dream sold to you by a $500 billion marketing machine? I am Dr. Caroline Bennett. In my years of medical practice, I have seen thousands of women over 50 who are doing everything right. They buy the serums, they use the peptides, they follow the complex routines. And yet, they sit in my office looking in the mirror, wondering why their skin still feels like parchment paper, dry, thinning, and losing its light. Today, I'm going to do something that might get me into trouble with the cosmetic industry. I'm going to tell you why I advised my own mother and my highest profile patients to stop wasting their savings on synthetic fillers in fancy packaging. I am going to show you how a single, humble bottle sitting in your kitchen pantry right now contains a biological key that the most sophisticated laboratories in Switzerland cannot replicate. We are talking about the biological miracle of extra virgin olive oil. But this isn't just about putting food on your face. This is about molecular biology. It's about a specific antioxidant called hydroxytyrosol that is 10 times more powerful than green tea. It's about squalene, a substance your body stopped producing in your 20s, which is the secret to that lit, from within glow. If you stay with me for the next few minutes, I am going to deconstruct the great skincare deception. I will explain the chemistry of why your expensive cream is likely 80% water and wax. Most importantly, I will give you my exact liquid gold protocol. This is the specific way to apply olive oil to damp skin that will lock in moisture for 24 hours and repair your skin barrier while you sleep. If you are tired of the skincare rat race, and you want the skin of a Mediterranean goddess without the price tag of a luxury car, let's get to the truth. To understand why olive oil is superior, we first have to look at what is actually inside that $300 jar. As a physician, I read labels differently than most people. When you look at the ingredients of a high-end moisturizing cream, the first ingredient is almost always aqua, which is just water. Water feels good when you put it on. It's cool. It feels hydrating for about 30 seconds. But water evaporates. To keep that water from leaving your skin, cosmetic companies add occlusives. In luxury skincare, these are usually mineral oils, silicones like dimethicone or petrolatum. These are derivatives of the petroleum industry. They are cheap, they are inert, and they act like a plastic wrap over your face. They don't heal the skin. They simply trap moisture underneath. Then the marketing teams take over. They add a tiny microscopic percentage of an active ingredient, maybe a rare orchid extract or a synthetic peptide, so they can put it on the front of the bottle and charge you hundreds of dollars. But your skin is a living, breathing biological organ. It doesn't want plastic wrap, and it doesn't want synthetic perfumes. It wants lipids that it recognizes. It wants the building blocks of its own structure. Why is extra virgin olive oil different? Because it is one of the few substances in nature that mirrors the chemical composition of human sebum, the natural oil your skin produces to protect itself. When you were 18, your skin was a factory for a lipid called squalene. Squalene is what keeps the skin plump. It fills the gaps between your skin cells so that moisture can't escape. But by the time you hit 50 or 60, your squalene production has plummeted by over 60%. Your skin barrier becomes like a brick wall with the mortar crumbling out. This is why you feel dry even after applying heavy lotions. Extra virgin olive oil is the richest plant source of squalane, the stable form of squalene. When you apply it to mature skin, your cells don't see it as a foreign product. They see it as a replenishment. It integrates into the stratum corneum, your outermost layer, and physically repairs the gaps in your mortar. It stops what we call transepidermal water loss. You aren't just putting oil on your skin. You are rebuilding the shield that keeps your internal hydration in. But the real magic of olive oil isn't just the fat. It's the medicine inside the fat. High-quality, extra virgin olive oil is packed with polyphenol. Clinical research has identified two specific compounds, oleocanthal and hydroxytyrosol. Hydroxytyrosol is a superstar in the world of anti-aging. It is a potent scavenger of free radicals. Free radicals are the rust of the human body. They are created by the sun, by pollution, and by stress. They enter your skin and literally chop up your collagen and elastin fibers. This leads to sagging and deep wrinkles. When you use my liquid gold protocol, these polyphenols penetrate the epidermis. They act as a biological shield, neutralizing free radicals before they can damage your collagen. In fact, women in Mediterranean regions who use olive oil topically often show significantly fewer age spots and less solar damage because their skin is constantly being bathed in these natural protective compounds. Every expensive cream brags about having vitamin E, but if you look at the back, it usually says tocopherol acetate. That is a synthetic created version of vitamin E. It's cheaper and has a longer shelf life, but it doesn't have the same biological activity as the natural version. Olive oil contains alpha tocopherol, the most potent and bioavailable form of vitamin E. In nature, this vitamin E works in tandem with chlorophyll, the green pigment in the oil. Chlorophyll is a natural healer. It stimulates cell turnover and wound healing. This is why olive oil is so effective at smoothing out crepey skin on the neck and chest. It isn't just moisturizing. It's signaling the skin to produce new, healthy cells. Now, I want to be very clear. The quality of the oil matters. You cannot use the refined, light yellow olive oil you buy in a plastic bottle for $3. That oil has been treated with heat and chemicals that have murdered the polyphenol. To see results, you must use extra virgin, cold-pressed olive oil, preferably in a dark glass bottle. Here is how you apply it to get the results of a $500 facial every single night. First, the damp canvas. Never, ever apply oil to dry skin. After washing your face with a gentle, cream-based cleanser, do not use a towel. Leave your skin soaking wet. This is the most important step. Water is the hydration your skin needs. The oil is the lock that keeps it there. Second, the activation. Take exactly 3 drops of olive oil into your palm. Rub your hands together until they feel warm. This heat thins the oil molecules, allowing them to penetrate deeper into the pores rather than sitting on top. Third, the pressing method. Do not rub your skin. Rubbing causes friction and can pull on delicate, mature tissues. Instead, press your warm palms firmly against your cheeks, then your forehead, then your neck. Hold each press for 3 seconds. This uses the heat of your body to infuse the oil into the damp skin. Fourth, the target zones. Use your ring finger to take a tiny bit of the remaining oil and dab it around your eyes, specifically on the crow's feet, and around the lips. Finally, the wait. Give it 5 to 10 minutes. If you look in the mirror and you are dripping oil, you use too much. If your skin feels tight, you use too little. When done correctly, your skin should look like silk, not like a frying pan. I can already hear the comments. Dr. Bennett, won't this cause breakouts? I have large pores. Let's look at the data. Olive oil has a comedogenic rating of 2. For context, coconut oil is a 4. A rating of 2 means that for the vast majority of people, especially those over 40, it will not clog pores. In fact, many women in menopause suffer from barrier-broken acne. Because their skin is so dry, it cracks, allowing bacteria in, which causes inflammation. By using olive oil to seal those cracks, you are actually preventing the inflammation that causes adult acne. However, if you have very oily skin or active cystic acne, I recommend a patch test on your jawline for 48 hours first. For dry, mature, or thinning skin, this is the safest and most effective cream you will ever use. Let's do the math for a moment. A high-end jar of cream might last you 6 weeks and cost $250. That is over $2,000 a year. A premium bottle of Italian or Greek extra virgin olive oil costs $30 and will last you an entire year as a face and neck moisturizer. When you make this switch, you aren't just saving money. You are opting out of a system that profits from making you feel that aging is a disease that needs to be cured with chemicals. You are returning to a remedy that has been tested for 5,000 years. Homer called it liquid gold. Hippocrates prescribed it for over 60 different skin conditions. They knew the truth long before the laboratory was ever built. As a doctor, I must remind you that your skin is the mirror of your internal health. If you want to see the best results, you must feed your skin from the inside too. I tell my patients, take 1 tablespoon of that same high-quality olive oil every morning on an empty stomach. The oleic acid and the polyphenol will reduce systemic inflammation, improve your gut microbiome, and give your skin a foundation of health that no cream can match. My dear, you are not a project that needs to be fixed. You are a masterpiece of time, wisdom, and experience. You deserve care that respects your biology and your hard-earned savings. I challenge you. Put away the expensive jars for just 7 days. Use the liquid gold protocol every night. Look at your skin in the morning sun. Feel the texture. Notice the glow. I think you will be amazed to find that the miracle you've been searching for wasn't in a luxury store. It was in your kitchen all along. If this video helped you save your skin and your money, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Share this with a woman you love who is tired of being lied to by the beauty industry. Let's reclaim our beauty together. I am Dr. Caroline Bennett. Stay healthy, stay radiant, and remember, nature already has the answer. I'll see you in the next video.